I'm Orson Welles. I'm Jerry Garcia. And I'm still dead. You may know me as Peter Spellos. Some people may even know me as those are my close friends. We want to thank you for coming out tonight. We are breakfast anytime. 3 years ago, because of this little girl right here, I started teaching in Indiana. 27 trips later in 3 years, I am still coming out, and PopCon has its own in-house improvisational company called Breakfast. You've never been to an improv show before? You've got to get out of the house, okay? Who's never been to an improv show before? Great. Wow. So basically, we make the show from your suggestions. So if the subs, it's your fault. We will make all kinds of things up this evening. We will do about 10 or 11 improvs in 50 minutes. I get to get up before I have a heart attack and play with him on stage a little bit. First of all, a round of applause for Lauren Brock, who is the Vanna to my Pat. She's the Agnew to my Nixon. Wow, I got a laugh on that. I can't believe it, right? Fantastic. I didn't know what I was going to say. I love that. Has anybody been in an improv company before? Make sure I hear that's on stage. You're going to be one of my students. I'm not going to do that at all. So I'm going to come to you throughout the evening for any suggestions. One of the most important things in an improv show is they will know that you love them by laughter and applause. I will know you love me by giving me money later on. But I am a little older than these folks over there. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Breakfast Anytime. Each word, bro, I'm going to be asking you to hold my cane, and that's not a euphemism for you, so you know. So, my trip, I'm a wire, right? And then the fat guy broke his leg. Fell down. So this is nothing but gamers and nerds like everyone in the movie. Good game called Buy the Rights, so we play a lot together. It has nothing but movies and TV styles on it. So what I need is an opening style for you guys to start. No, my question. Where you are? All right, look at it so you know I'm not lying when I say it. All right, so one by one, we're going to start a scene. Take off freeze now. You know I'm being funny about that. We're going to start a scene that they have to do this scene. I will yell freeze, and I will change the movie style on them and do a whole unrelated scene. That Uber take a picture of me? The first scene is animated musical. Romantic comedy.
I'm so glad that you came back.
Well, Susan, after I seen that dog in the out of the well, there's only one thing I can think of.
Freeze! Psychedelic movie.
Oh, Jesus! This town is definitely not big enough for the two of us. Listen, fine. I know we've had our differences in the past. Stop walking like that. You're jumping stuff. I said something sooner. Oh my God!
tearjerker. Zombie movie.
Are you a vegetarian?
You're not even the zombie!
Prison Break.
All right, we gotta get out of this place. Here, I fell down. I got enough. All right, take this pickaxe. See that picture, that poster? We gotta crank that open and dig through it.
Boss, just so you know, that's my mama. You don't touch that picture.
Stoner comedy. Freeze. Hollywood musical.
Fred, I'm getting up all the time. This couldn't make you feel like I'm a song. I want to sing with you. Let's sing together.
Oh no. Freeze! A round of applause for representing time. A round of applause for representing time. You guys having fun so far? I'll put an end to that right now, don't you worry. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you, slowly but surely, are the three greatest experts there are in the entire world. Experts don't need the chairs, they're experts, they can stand up. What we do now is we entertain questions from the audience. These three people, hopefully they're settled behind me because I don't have the eyes back there anymore. They can answer any question you have at all. News, current events, politics, perhaps something in your personal life. We'll find out right now. So again, raise your hand. We'll call upon you. This again is the audience participant. Lock the doors. No one's getting out of here until they ask a question. Is that what's right? Yes, ma'am, in the back. Hi, yes, you.
Why are the bees dying?
Experts, please tell this young lady in the back why the... Let me finish the question first, expert.
Sorry,
Why are the bees dying, experts?
we think bees really try to live a very bad life.
Bees are terrible people, basically, expert. Hey, take a step forward, expert. Got a question for our experts right here. Hi, young woman. We'll get over the young woman, yes. I'm not drunk enough for this right now. Experts, look at this beautiful young woman over here and tell me, why did her mother leave her?
She hates you.
Tough titties, baby, you know, that's the way it works right now. You know, we only tell the truth up here. Another question? Oh, now we're waking up here. We'll go all the way to the back first.
How can you take over the world?
Me personally or these people behind me? All right, experts, how can you take over the world?
Money.
There you go. Sometimes it's just one word. Madam in the back?
Experts, why does it burn when I pee?
I think I have to sit down. Experts, please take a look at this woman and tell her why it burns when she pees.
Probably
You
eat too
many.
pineapples.
You also may be putting them in the wrong way, ma'am. That really might hurt you a little bit. Young man. Let me at him. Is this young man the second coming of Christ?
No.
There you go. Boy, I knew that was coming that way. Yes, you in the Indy Jimmy John's outfit over there.
I want to make the voices stop.
I wish I could answer that question. I wish I could make the voices stop. Please tell this young man, how can he make the voices stop, experts?
You should press your
Window.
Experts, any window in particular?
the
Window.
your
Wow, I'm going to stroke my goatee for a while here and think about that. Another question for our experts, young man over here. Why did... Ooh. Why did Thanos kill half the universe?
he's
A.
dick.
I heard a Thanos joke today. You want to hear it? It starts like this. Your mama is so fat, Thanos had to snap twice. I love that. Pinky hair all the way in the back.
Help me, I accidentally built a shelf.
Help her. She's accidentally built her drugs are kicking in right about now. That's really what I think right now. She's built a shelf. What can she do with the shelf, experts?
You
Can
hang lots
of
plates on
it.
Sometimes they're very direct, okay? Do we have another question? Yes, in the racing outfit. I have no idea. I'm 64 years old. I know who the hell you are dressed up as, all right?
So, aliens, intelligent life visited Earth. What is the first conversation we have with them?
What would you say to the first alien on this planet?
How
Are
your parents?
You want to get familiar with them, very important. Just a couple more questions. Young lady with the glasses right in the back.
why are all my friends invisible?
This is such a sad group tonight. Why are all her friends invisible, experts?
Because
They
are really
big.
big.
See why we said 18 and over, kids? Just one or two more with the cat and the thing in the ears over here, please.
How do I lead a successful marriage?
Number one, you don't want to ask me. Number two, you do not want to ask my ex-wife. So, how does this woman over here lead a successful marriage, experts?
Start
With
communication and
domination.
Basically, be a dick. One last question for our experts. My grandfather in the blue right over here. That's you, Les.
I would volunteer for Indy PopCon.
I got a better question. Why would you volunteer for Indy PopCon, experts?
Indy PopCon is
So
much fun.
As a New Yorker, I love sarcasm. Give them a round of applause. Our experts, ladies and gentlemen. What? I know Lauren wants me to have my cane. That's what Lauren wants me to have. Which one is this? Poetry? All right. Somebody grab the chairs. Lauren, grab this. Grandpa, you can take the ramp up on stage. So what we need from you now, and this should be an eclectic group, is your favorite or your most deep desired obsession. Yeah. This is a little something we call Poet's Corner. And to When I get up each day,
He's always there to greet me.
Oh, such a good leg. I really like to meet me.
I call him Mr. Whiskers.
He's so nice and friendly.
I mean, oh, so very friskers.
I'm really in the Henley.
He also has a real mean side.
But he would be the one to tell.
Oh, but he is one to abide.
It's my best smell.
So now our poem comes to a close.
And there's one last thing to say.
Oh, we love those hoes.
At the pussy every day.
Dan, what are we doing? Take the chair. We are very, very lucky this evening. I haven't had a heart attack yet, so everything's very good. The last thing I thought I would get would be an applause break. Hey, the fat guy's not dead yet. I might not be able to catch you, but I can reach you. So we're very lucky to have foreign performance artists with us. They don't speak the language, hence we will have an interpreter out there with them. So we need something really deep and dark.
IKEA.
You know? Fuck, I can't argue with it. There's two performance art pieces about it. Morta sacraportima!
I love the IKEA.
Chi sempre sacraporti?
It's things I can afford.
Morta sacraportima!
So many things I can afford.
Usteva. Morti ragazza.
There's so many.
Ti scaporti sacraporti.
I'm just not sure where to start.
Morta. Dici.
It's a meatball. It's my favorite part.
Bismillah.
My favorite part.
I go into the... Oh, I'm gibberish.
And I see my best friend. I've never been. But they are.
Venus the Compania Santa! God, I love these shells! They hold all my shit! And then I can turn them this way, and I can turn them that. And then I tighten it like a small child. And I put all my trophy kills on my shelf. Susan and Robert and Lee. But I really wish I could find Roger. Oh, Roger.
Lauren, what are we doing? Oh, I love that game. All right, this is a game. Whoops. And then 3 chairs died on stage that night. This is a game called ABC. You'll get it immediately. Need is a place where 2 people might meet.
The International Space Station.
So we said we didn't have to house of pancakes yet. International Space Station. We're going to take you to a... Watch this. she is. I'm just going to start a sentence that starts with A, B, C, D. They must start with a new letter each time. Let's hope they get through the alphabet. And when they get back to A, give them a round of applause. So let's go to the International Space Station.
Astronaut Steve. Tell me a day.
Black, just like yesterday.
Charcoal?
Dark charcoal.
Already charcoal?
Fucking dark.
God damn, I'm so sick of the dark.
Hey, don't use the Lord's name.
I do, as I please.
Just do it somewhere else. Look, we still have 19 months of this crap. We gotta get along.
Man, I don't need that.
No, I don't need. Please. Right. F.
Shit.
F.
You.
R. Very soon, I will find an airlock for you.
Why are you?
You are you. Exactly. You're not a zoologist, and I hate you. Asshole.
Round of applause for our soon-to-be dead space program. So a lot of you are gamers, yes? Computer, tabletop, all kinds of stuff? There's like a smattering of apathy over here. So, and there's a big gaming room out here, right guys, that you're playing? So what we're gonna do is, you guys play games, we're gonna take you to the gaming room right now where we heard some really interesting conversations before. And especially the conversations are gonna include many of the sentences that you added to the scene. They're gonna have to pull sentences up. People are crossing their fingers already. Somebody's making the sign of a cross. There's something burning in the back. Save that for later, whatever you do, all right? But you'll see one at a time. They have to use all the lines of dialogue that you created. So guys, take us to the gaming room.
Charlie, brother. That was a day, right?
Yeah. Now there's a fire in my belly. I'm sick for rage!
You know, I had a fire in my belly last week. Talked to my mom. She gave me some really good advice.
What was that?
But I like my eggs more.
Wait a second. I mean, who can love you if you can't love yourself, right?
You know, I heard that. You know what else I heard last week?
What's that?
I swear this isn't illegal.
Fellas, you gotta come quick. They need judges for the cosplay competition.
Woo! I love cosplay.
I know, right? All the judges, they quit because heroes never die. Swimsuit competition this year, and I gotta get in on that.
Yeah, I love
You
swimsuits.
know, mine's designed by died ridiculously. The defendant is an idiot. It's expensive pursuit I've ever known.
But what if I don't want to write a sentence? Wow.
Damn, that's like a bad game of Indy.
Guess how much they cost.
Tell us.
I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's why I'm homeless.
How's that in your butt?
Well, I'm having an old friend for dinner, and that's his favorite thing, and that's why.
You know, Stephanie, I'm really glad to hear that you're back on the dating scene after what Roger did to you. Yeah. You know what he told me last week when I ran into him? LOL, okay?
He's not even funny.
Last time I saw Roger, and I knew what he did. You know what I told him? I said, eat my justice.
You know, I think you and I ran into him at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last thing he told him was hasta la vista, baby. Yeah.
Domino, I'm coming for Hagrid.
Round of applause for the gaming room. Yep, 300 pounds falls on the floor on a file card. I beat drugs, I beat eggs, I was killed by a 3x5 file card. Unbelievable. Next to the gaming room and Les Eller's apartment here, the most important room at PopCon is the food court. And you meet people, the greatest thing about, I met a friend from in the Czech Republic here, I meet people from the strange country of New Jersey, it's really, really interesting. And you always meet the strangest people in the food court, and yet, after you hang out with a friend, you start to sound like they sound. Well, we're going to have one person sound like a whole lot of different people right now. So we're going to take, line it up to get in this one. So Andrew, start us at the food court.
I
entertaining.
So irritating.
It's not my field of expertise. I'm very upset. People think I'm on auto-tune.
I don't know what I can to fix that for you.
I had to explain to them my cosplay. I am a android.
A very high functioning one at that.
Yes, the doctor changed my meds last week.
I think you should change back.
Perhaps. Oh my goodness, Big Bang Theory is going to be on in a few minutes.
How exciting. Go
Indy.
enjoy.
Whoa there, compadre!
Hey man, how you doing?
It's Matt Foley! I'm 35 years old, and I live in a van down by the river!
I want to live in a van down by the river.
Don't eat the cheese! Don't smoke the devil's lettuce!
Oh, that one.
You're high as hell, I can tell, there, compadre!
It's the work of the Mary Jane.
I'm moving with those people right over there!
Out there. It's my very favorite schnitzel. Fräulein, would you like a bite of my schnitzel? It's very tasty.
I would love some.
It's very juicy.
Boy,
Americans.
Oh, how are you?
Oh my God, it's beautiful people.
Robert, I'm really glad you joined me here in the food court.
I wouldn't take it any other way.
I brought haggis for the both of us.
Oh my God, from the homeland.
That's right, you know, fresh boiled sheep's liver. I love it.
Seven of them. By the way,
Right here. Oh, just stick right in. You know, this is to the motherland.
to the motherland.
Aye!
Round of applause for the Haggis brothers, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, $2.99 at the food court tomorrow with a soda. Lauren, what are you doing? I love that. So, something that a kid loves. I'm calling your mother. That's a better. Something that a kid not in her household loves. What? Cookies. I thought you were calling me cookies for a second. I'll call you cream pie then. Oh, never mind. I'm walking away. I didn't mean that. Help me, Mike. We are very lucky right now. It's story time, boys and girls. I almost believe you, boys and girls. And we have two of our favorite storytellers, Donnie and Joshie up here. And they're going to tell us a special Dr. Seuss story entitled, well, they'll tell you, Cookies.
I love the cookies, whether here or there.
I love the cookies everywhere. I even like them in my face.
It seems they're best when wrapped in lace. It seems to me that chocolate chips are great.
And even though you can have them on a plate, you can even have them on a napkin.
But give them to me on a napkin. And I make sure I also give them with some milk.
Oh, we love to drink our silk. And then we like our almonds.
It's so much better, even with some stew. You gotta make sure that the chocolate is just right.
But only if you eat it that way. Because we all know that's when cookies are best.
But unlike those, unlike the rest, we know that you will love them too.
So eat them.
Dr. Seuss, ladies and gentlemen. The romantic stylings of Joshie and Donnie, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Yep. I know I have so many voices in my head, I can take a tax write-offs every year. But we all, or most of us, had an imaginary friend growing up. People being, hi, you're waving at me like I'm your imaginary friend right now. And yet we grow up and we lose touch with them, or we lose sight of them. Well, there happens to be a bar where I think maybe one or two of them might hang out.
Yeah, with your mom, too! I'll take one.
Oh, Willie!
What? I didn't start drinking yet. It's Crinkles the Clown! Oh my God!
Can I see my big poppy feet?
I haven't seen you since I was a kid.
I've seen you. I've been watching you.
Okay, that's kind of strange, but where'd you go? I mean, you were over there with me, and then I like hit puberty, and then you left.
You just didn't seem like you needed me anymore. But lately, seems like maybe you do.
Yeah, I've got to admit something to you. You know those Tide Pods? I've got to admit you to
Oh, are not candy. You should not eat those.
them. But they're so delicious. I love them.
That's where you're coming from.
Well, that's what the beer's for, though. You know, well, they kind of frown on me when I have to do stuff all over my face. Okay, so does it mean I can drink the fabric softener too? All right. Is there any other advice you have for me? Because the wife left me and the Tide Pod addiction.
I've been watching your wife also, and she's also going through a fabric softener issue. And I think that if you two just talk it out, get that together.
Holy crap, that's awesome advice. I love it. Here,
I think she will probably respond best if you send her our special song.
our special song. All right. Here we go.
You want me to sing it with you?
Sure. All right. Crinkle the Clown loves everyone. And me, but not you.
Tide Pods, scrap from millennials, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever said that. Oh, this is fun. That's fine. You got help grandpa this year? No, I'm away. Haven't seen Dave.
The dream, baby.
I hate to have this line after what you said. Your favorite thing to eat.
Thank you.
What? I'll do the funny shit, Sarah. That's how this works. So, something you like to eat. I know I'm in the Midwest. Bacon. Something that flies,
Pterodactyl.
which is much like a pterodactyl. But you gotta get together and get a pterodactyl. What was yours? That's the problem with music. Something in the fridge.
Baking soda.
I want to say bladder acid, but that's our fridge over there. Refill the hallucinating. Pterodactyl.
Bacon.
Bacon. Nana, can I have my mic, please? Thank you, darling. And when I forget about those people's names, you'll tell me, won't you? Ladies and gentlemen, by looking at the old clock on the wall, we are here with a special interview show tonight. It is called Failed Superheroes of the Justice League. Yes, many of these people auditioned for the Justice League, but their heroeship just kind of wasn't enough for the league. I'm your host, just in case. We're going to introduce these. I'll wait for the laugh. It's okay. Doing that joke 40 years. We're going to interview the people, and then you're going to get a chance to interview our guests. So, Lauren, if you write these things, Lauren, sit right next to me because I'm blind, Creon. To my immediate left, we have
The Baconator.
the Baconator. And Baconator, what is the city that you protect?
Pig City.
Pig City, in what state?
Wyoming.
And a lot of pigs in Wyoming. I don't know what it means, but there seems to be a lot of pigs in Wyoming. And we're going to get a question after you in a second. Next to the Baconator, we have
Captain Pterodactyl.
Captain Pterodactyl. How are you, Cap?
I'm great.
Cap, what city is it that you protect?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Brick?
Park.
Oh, Park, all right. I didn't know if it was something little. Well, this gentleman's case, it probably is right down front over here. All right, so Cap, and finally at the end, next to Cap, we have...
I am Olga Hammer, the most relaxing and smelling best superhero of all time.
Wow! I can't remember any of that right now, but... Olga Hammer. And Olga, what city do you protect?
Under the bridge.
And that's in Wisconsin, right near Fond du Lac. So I'm going to ask you the first question. So your superpower is what, actually? Explain it to us.
I force people to relax. And if they don't, I clean house and smell great. Relax!
That's very good. Do you have an arch enemy at all?
Yes.
Who's that?
Stink odor man.
What does he do?
Hands on the fridge. Hands on the fingertips of small children and they touch everything. Smells awful.
Oh, it's terrible. There's little petri dishes running around those kids, absolutely.
Children are disgusting.
But they're cooked properly and cut on the bias. They're delicious, okay? Just oh, really, a groan? That's what I get over here, a groan? All right, we'll go back to Kit Kat. So, what is your superpower? I can fly really high too, Kat, but I don't brag about that often. And who is your arch enemy, Kat?
The Growling.
The improv group in Los Angeles? I need to watch more movies there, Cap. And finally, we have the Baconator. Your power is?
I can turn things crusty and delicious.
We're all coming up with our own joke right now, aren't we? And Baconator, who is your arch enemy?
Vegans.
Amen, brother. Amen to that. So,
Because they're all wearing flannel and man buns. It's so easy.
wow. And those are just the women.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, come on now. Pride weekend, relax. So we're going to open up questions from the audience to the Baconator, Captain Pterodactyl, and Olga, who lives in the fridge or under it. We're not sure right now. So questions for our audience, please. Yes, young man.
Olga, is there any odor that you can't get rid of?
No! Never say that again.
So Olga, what is the toughest odor you've got to get rid of? Well, you know what you don't eat, you freeze and save for the weekend, basically. That's how that works. Thank you very much. This is why I was nice at the table. You thought I was just nice at the table, didn't you? All right, another question here. Jones, is that your I remember. The drugs haven't kicked in yet, Justin.
Baconator, why is your son at a more attractive price point?
I'm sorry?
Why is your son at a more attractive
Want
price
to say that again?
No, no, calm down.
Don't get him crispy in my studio, whatever you do. Don't get him crispy, it's all right. All right. That was pterodactyl for pop. All right. All the way in the back, the young man past the blonde.
Captain Terry,
Yeah!
how was your latest fight with gravity?
Pretty good, I like the drink.
He flies fine. And now I gotta go to the young lady.
How do I get rid of the void?
How do you get rid of the voice?
The void.
The void.
Like, how do I fill the void? How do you fill the void?
There you go. I wasn't sure what she said, and I didn't want to answer it either. So where are we going? Yes, young woman in the back, and I'll get to you in a second, sir. Hi. How's it going? Very good. Oh, good. Olga, there must be someone aside from me special in your life.
Jupiter? Yeah.
Who's Jew Peter? I don't know who he is. See another Peter? I like, whoever he is, I like this Jew Peter. You just, yeah. A lot of the guys love Peter too. I think we can all agree most people don't. Anyway, yes, did you have a question for me, young man? And in half an hour, I will, Cap. I promise you it'll be. You gentleman in the back. Which gentleman? I got a lot. Oh, yeah, I forgot you. All right, I'm done. Another question, please. No, I'm kidding. Young man, what is your question?
Olga, thoughts on Mr. Clean?
Oh, fine. It's turning into Jerry Springer all of a sudden here.
Mr. Clean,
I'm
he's
sorry.
husband. Do not trust Mr. Clean. Take paint right off wall. Leave horrible odor. Horrible. Also gay.
Come on. He's all in white in winter, okay? He's absolutely gay, don't you whisper. Yes, young man.
Baconator. What do you think of alternative forms of bacon?
Don't get up. Whatever you do, just...
You're tempting me.
I know they're tempting you.
They're wrong, and it's about as close as I can say to a sin. I'm not even religious. Except for bacon. Bacon is God.
Another question, young man in blue?
This is for Captain Pterodactyl. What's the best drug to get high?
No, I can't share those stories. I'm very sorry. All the way in the back, young, yes. She looked around. I'm pointing at her, and she looked, there must be a wall back there, I think, question.
Baconator, how do you want to combat homelessness in the area?
How would you combat the homelessness in the area?
You go around and turn junk into bacon, you give the homeless, they sell it for money. Or drugs.
I'd do the same thing if I were you. A couple more questions, young man. Lady in the pink is next.
Hey, Captain Pterodactyl,
Oh, it's the guy in the pink. I'm blind, dude. Somebody's shooting me over there.
what do you like to do with the particles?
Oh, well, I like to unwind, you know, have a wine.
I've lost total control of the show right now. Young woman all the way in the back. And, no, it's this man. He's looking at me like, you passed me. Yes, sir.
Sorry?
All right, there we go. So something not for the Baconator. One more because he's going to just go ballistic. Who did I say? Young woman in the glasses. Well, I love you. Why didn't you get up at the panel now that you're Mrs. Improv all of a sudden? So we want to know why the Justice League did not want to bring you on board.
Anger issues.
I can see that. Right. Cap?
They said I like focus, and I have a shitty background.
Could we hear your shitty battle cry? Yeah, Legion of substitute heroes for sure. No two ways about that. Olga, why didn't you get picked?
They stink. I reject them.
Oh, I love that. Well, listen, we're running out of time. We're going to do one more question I like to always ask on the show. If you could be any other superhero in the world, who would you be and why? Baconator? Come on, there must be one growing up that you looked up to. The Flash, why? That's right. Oh, that's right. Hug him later, okay? And, Kat, what about you?
Well, I kind of like Hawkman. He's kind of cool. He likes to beat shit on the face.
You're a weird man, Cap. You know that? And finally, Olga, who would be your superhero that you would be?
Then I could really let loose and let my anger out.
A round of applause for our superhero.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last improv of the evening. I'm on my toy bar. What's going on, place?
So basically, thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause here. Let's make a little noise. Oh, you can make more noise than that. Look at that. Let the people know outside they screwed the hell up, okay? First of all, we are breakfast. If you love this show, we are breakfast anytime. And if you did not like the show, thank you for coming to see Second City, ladies and gentlemen. We really appreciate that. This is a game called Freeze Tag. First, we need a physical position that Josh can get in. Downward facing dog. I got a 20 that he can't do this. You know, I'd like to tell you a story about my grandmother right now. It's a long story involving, and continue to you. No, I'm not gonna say it. And a physical position for Buck. What?
Jumping jack. Fetal position.
Fetal position while jumping jacks. So, this is that's one big nearly over there. So this is a scene called Freeze Tag. So we're going to turn the final scene of the evening over to you. Anytime you see them in a funny position, yell the word freeze, someone will tag in, and they have to start a whole new unrelated scene justifying the freezing. Two things. Don't be yelling freeze out every 9 seconds. You know, give them a little time to do something. But if you see them in a funny position, yell freeze, and they'll do a whole new scene. All right, ready? Begin.
Now push, you can make it. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Okay, a little low.
Freeze! I'll start it off for you. There we go.
You know, I've read a lot of pregnancy books. But I'm pretty sure this is not how you would have a baby.
We are invoking the gods to see what gender it is. Respect that, dick. Listen, all right, first of all, arms all asleep. Second of all, you're sitting on the circle. Freeze. Man, this bank robbery is crazy. Hurry up and crack the freaking safe! Oh, man. I'm trying to, but I'm kind of stuck.
1, 2, 3, we lift them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
I should not have had those spicy wings! Oh my god!
I'm sorry, you got antacids. Antacids. No, antacids. Oh my god. You don't have the cream. I just used it last night.
Look at this! I need it! It's brand new!
A round of applause for Frederick's second time. Let me introduce the cake. Martin Jones, Vinnie Golden, luscious Leonard Page, Maggie Furley, Big Don Martyr, Andrew Hills, Christian Ross Buckley, Josh Demery, Ray Littlebird Bartlett, Lauren Brock, I'm Peter Spellows. We love you. Good night, everybody.